Our game is almost ready, but I'll show you an issue with the game. So let's click on this edit page, and what I'll do now, I'm going to add one more board panel component to my right hand side panel here, and I'll click on save. Now here, if you select any of the mode and click on start new game, if you click on these tiles, the text is bigger than the block width and it looks very odd. So we need some way to always fit this text within this block, and for that we can use an external JS library which is called FitText. And what this library does is it always makes sure that your text always fit in the container. So in order to use it, first you need to download this file. So you can click on this code button here and download the zip. Extract the contents of this zip file. And now let's go to our Salesforce org and open the setup page. Search for static resource here. And here we need to create a new static resource. I'm going to name this static resource as FitText. And here we have an option to choose the static resource file. So let's go back to our download page. And the file that we need to upload is this one, which is fittext.js. So let's choose this file and upload it. Let's click on save. And we should be good. Now we need to use this JS library inside our block component so that our text always fits within the container. To use a custom JS library or custom CSS files, you need to use lightning:require component. And what this component does is it takes the files from your static resource and then it makes them available to your Aura component. And this component also comes with an event which is after scripts loaded, and you can handle this event to do the post processing once your scripts are loaded. You can define as many script files here as you want. For that you need to use the join method and you can keep on defining your JS files. But in our case we only need to use one JS file. So let's copy this tag and go back to our block component. Here it is. And let's paste that tag here. And what I want to load is resource.fitText. And that's it. I don't want to load any JS file. Oh, this should go under the scripts instead of styles. We do not have any styles here. And we can get rid of this extra text because this FitText itself is a JS file. And that's it. Now we can handle this after script loaded event, and we can call our controller method, which is scripts loaded. You can name it anything that you want, but for me it makes sense. So I'll open my controller file and here I'll create another method. I'll name this method as scripts loaded, and here I'll do my post processing or the processing that I need once my script is loaded. So if you'll go back to the GitHub page of this library, you will know that in order to make it work, we need to call this FitText function. And within this FitText method, we need to pass the container element, which is our board block element. So let's go back to our VS Code, and here we are going to call the FitText method. And here we need to pass this container div element. So we are going to get this element by its class name, or you can also have an Aura ID here and you can use the find method to uniquely identify this element. But in this video, I'm going to show you another way to get your element using component.getElement method. So first I'm going to get my div element, and for that I'm going to use my component variable dot get element, and here you can pass the class name of your element using the dot operator. So this is something called CSS selector, and you can read more about those over the web. But for now, let's copy our class, which is unique to this div element only. And this will make sure that we are selecting the correct element. And now within this fit text, we can simply pass this div element, and this should make our text fit within this div element. So now let's deploy our changes. Hopefully this should work. I'll just reiterate, in order to use third-party JS libraries, first you need to upload them as a static resource in your Salesforce org. Then you need to use lightning:require tag or component to load those resources and make them available to your component. Optionally, you can also handle the after script loaded event, and you can do some post-processing in your controller files. Select a game mode and click on Start New Game. Awesome, it's working. Although our text is very small, but it fits within the container. If you choose a different mode, then you will see the text is getting bigger, and it also depends on the number of characters in the text. And in the easy mode, we are seeing perfect font size. So that's all in this video. I hope you know how you can use the static resources in your Aura component. But if you have any questions, you can paste them inside the Q&A section of this course.